Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In last week's video we finished up the story and did the base of the terraforming we're working with today. We also got a couple of our first friends on the island, all moved in to start a happy, cute little group of villagers. But now that we are all caught up, let's continue with day 3 of working on the Barbie Island. Besides having a campsite villager today, we were also lucky enough that one of our starter villagers, Phoebe, finally wanted to move off the island. So I said hi to a sick frog, grabbed my tickets, skipped to the next day, changed my outfit into something a little more stylish, and started villager hunting as our first task of today. As a refresher, here's the targets we are still hunting for. After about 20 tickets, we came across Zoe. Now, she's not one of my targets, but it was getting kinda late on day 3 for me, and I wanted to get some more island progress done before I called it a night. So, for now, welcome to the island, Zoe. I skipped to the next day to have Zoe move in and stopped into the shop to see that they finally offered the Barbie. So I grabbed 1 or 5. The plan from here on is to place all of the bridges and inclines where I plan them around the island. But this also means after every single placement, I have to skip to the next day, place the next one, and so on, because you can only place 1 bridge or 1 incline per day. But now most bridges and inclines have been placed to create some kind of flow around the island. I paid off my house fully and finally was able to decorate the exterior to create a sweet Barbie pink dream house. But now the scary part starts of placing down pathing everywhere. Around the plaza and the main area of the island is going to be more of a town core vibe with the shops, a cafe, a pool, and just kind of stuff like that. More inspired by the toys and the live action movie, whereas everything else of the island is going to be based on certain animated movies. I tried this gray road path with these pink accents for the Barbie vibe and different kind of pink designs to kind of help pull the pink a little more. I didn't love the look of all of this together, but I dropped down this pergola and called it a day for day 3. It's day 4 of working on the island, and before I started recording today, I went to look at better pathing for the main plaza, and after 3 different pathings, I finally settled on one that I really do love. I didn't record me putting any of this down because it was so back and forth, but let's go take a look. So this is what we have, and this is what we're sticking to across the town core part of the island. I decorated the main entrance just slightly to see if I would like it, and also path down here by the museum. However, I may work on this area again as we're making progress. I also placed down the shop right here to start the shopping area. Around resident services, I wanted to use these medieval building sides to kind of mimic as if resident services was actually kind of encased in a pink building. Let's hope we can pull this off. On each side of the entrance, I wanted to build a little bike rack area, so we used this park fencing and dropped some cute pink bikes to make it look like they're all parked up and ready to go. I added a bridge behind the museum and started decorating in front of it. The goal for the museum is kind of this cozy, overgrown look with a couple fishing spots. I moved Able Sisters right next to Nook's Cranny and really wanted more greenery to pop through all this pink. So between both buildings, I decided to add a tree by using the mud pathing, this kind of sidewalk brick pathing, and I will eventually put a fence around the tree as well, so it kind of looks like one of those protected trees you might see in cities. I'll probably add many of these kind of trees all around the town core part of the island just to bring it all together. I started pathing out where I'd like to build this kind of cafe eventually, and maybe even a swimming pool by using this boardwalk custom design. I will also encase this in the medieval building sites to kind of mimic that it's a building. After a little break hanging out with my girls, I added a bunch of these hedges all over the island just to add again some more green back into this area to kind of break up the pink a little bit. After doing a little more decorating and planting some trees, I skipped to the next day to have the bridge be built and the clothing shop be officially moved. I added more pathing to the store, and then I was like, hold on, this is Barbie. Barbie doesn't need to work in the rain, so I skipped another day to pass this nasty weather. I decided those angled bridges just were not going to work when it came to connecting the pathing, so I demolished both of them and replaced them with straight across bridges to have a better connection. After that, I started working on the pool area by plotting down the pathing and boxing this area in with a cute pink fence, to keep stranger danger out. I sent Victoria an eviction notice, placed a new bridge to replace the one we demolished earlier, and skipped to the next day. Apparently Victoria loved my eviction notice, so after that shocking piece of mail, I just spoke to Tom Nook about getting more land, put the plot down, changed it to something cute again, and flew off to our first island. I have been thinking about changing the bunny out for Ruby, since Ruby looks a lot closer to Hobie than Chrissy does, but I kind of jinxed myself by saying that since only a couple islands in, we came across Dottie. She looked pretty close to Hobie as well, so I said hi, asked if she wanted to join our island, and she said yes. If Dottie does choose to move out at any point, I will most likely let her do that and replace her lot with Ruby. But for now, this is great. I skipped the next day to get Dottie moved in, said hi to her to welcome her on the island, and then I went shopping for some new drip to choose from. Apparently this same day it was also Mary's birthday, so I wrapped up a Barbie doll for her and gifted it to let her Barbie dreams come true. Oh wait, they were my dreams? Oh, right, okay. And skipped to the next day once again. To my surprise, Bill wanted to move out, so I told him good luck since it was one more of our starters to finally move out the islands. So I skipped 2 days and back on the hunt we went. On the very first island, we came across Rosie, and honestly, I considered it for a split second because she really reminded me of Erica. A bunch of islands later, we came across Marina, who is actually one of our targets. Marina is an homage to Delphine from Mermaidia, so I said hi to Marina, and luckily she was ecstatic to join the island. The plan for day 5 and on is to finish decorating the main plaza of the island, get this main area done, possibly get another resident so that Ken can join us for a Ken-tastic time, and see if any of the other villagers would like to move out so we can make space for the ones that we need. It's day 5 and I completed decorating the cafe area. I decided to make an indoors to outdoors cafe with these cute little bistro tables scattered around. I moved on to finish a couple other areas and this fountain area by changing the street lights around. Now here I will mention that this pathing underneath will most likely change to something a little more pink, but for now this looks awesome. After this, it was finally time. Come on out. Ken has finally joined the island and is ready to join the fun. On day 6, Zoe decided to move out already, so I let her go. I changed my outfits, grabbed my tickets, and skipped the days so we could finally be on our way. As another reminder, these are the targets we have gotten so far and which we still need. Now, this was by far the longest hunt, spanning up to day 8. But we finally managed to get Cleo after probably 100 islands visited. So I said hi to her and asked if she wanted to join our island before she could tell me about the condensation. Cleo is our homage to Brietta from The Magic of Pegasus. I skipped to the next day to have Cleo all moved in and say hi to welcome her in. I had a quick break to hang out with my girl, and then it was back to day 9 of working on this island. I wanted more of a mall vibe to the shopping area, so I got rid of this tree and built a small clothing shop extension between both shops to bring them together. Now at this point, I just needed to add some finishing touches, add some more grains back, finish up behind the museum, evict Filbert, and rebuild the area where my house is to make space for Ken's house. So I cleared up the clutter and skipped to the next day to have my house moved away. I had to adjust the terraforming to make space for 2 houses instead of just 1, but after blocking out the space for the houses, I moved my own house and it fit perfectly. For this all to flow together, I had to make the left side a lot wider, so I adjusted the tree spaces to be wider for it all to connect again and started adding another tree block instead of that driveway. I changed up the pathing slightly, skipped to the next day, moved Ken's house, and skipped another day. After some finishing touches, we changed the resident area from this to this, and I'm super happy with how it turned out. Oh, and yeah, I did the South Beach and totally forgot to press record. Anyway, all this progress was between days 9 and 10, and right before I wanted to call it a day and let this be how it is, Dottie decided she was tired of all this pink stuff and wanted to move out. I let her and skipped a couple days and replaced her with Ruby, as we mentioned previously. Hi Ruby. In today's video, we focused on getting the main part of the island done. I did work on the other areas and Barbie themes on the island at the same time for most days. So with us only having 4 days left of this challenge, it's gonna be tight, but I think we'll make it. This was the largest area of the island, so it does make sense that it took much longer to finish. In the next video, we'll be focusing on a more themed build on some parts of the island, and we'll try to gain our last villagers that we needed. I wanted to quickly mention my gratitude once again to the massive support on the previous video, and I hope you all enjoyed this one just as much. Seeing all of your lovely comments made me all the more excited to work on this island when I could. Let me know in the comments what was your favorite part of this area. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and consider liking and subscribing for more content just like this, coming to screens near you soon. Once again, I hope you all have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!